was not so pure, my bad. I don't give up. You're stepping on me and they call my mama. Touch you better than that. You're mad, I guess you're mad. Wore my best pajama for this drama. Why you talking like that, like that, like that? I'm not gonna spend the night, I'm talking. You got bad things on your mind, keep walking. Spit your words on someone else. Don't act like you're so obsessed with me, with me. You know that I ain't coming back, I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it all back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well, come as a bitch, get ready for this. Tries my best, confess. You hate me wearing the pants. If you weren't so damn obsessed with making me your perfect lie. Makeup is out, naturals in, letting my skin glow out. You're talking shit if you don't like this. You still live in your man's world. I'm not gonna spend the night, I'm talking. You got bad things on your mind, keep walking. Spit your words on someone else. Don't act like you're so obsessed with me, with me. You know that I ain't coming back, I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it all back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well, come as a bitch, get ready for this.
Get ready for this.
You know that I ain't coming back, I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it all back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well, come as a bitch, get ready for this.
Get ready for this.
Step 1, wake up early, gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, fuck everybody, just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up,
Good morning, everybody. Is my sound okay? You know I'm out of practice. How is everybody today? Hello to all my damn fam. Sound okay, guys? If the sound is okay, that's going to be amazing because, again, I'm out of practice. When I started my live, I forgot to hit my intro. Let me go to the top of the chat. Good morning, Leah. Good morning, Moon. Good morning, Mash. Good morning, Carl. Good morning, Spoiled Brat. Have I told you, Spoiled Brat, how much I love your name just because I love being able to address Brat? It's like something that I call people in real life. So let me see. Good morning, CR. Good morning, Amber. I think I got y'all. Okay. Thank you, Amber. I'm good. Good. That's amazing. For anybody like Amber, you're new here. Usually I always screw up on my sound. So I guess there's still lots of time left when I hit that play button and y'all can't hear what I'm playing you. Then we'll know. At least it's not a Monday, I guess. So, how is everybody? I'm so sorry I've been gone. I'm really struggling right now, guys. I'm kind of struggling with YouTube and I'm struggling IRL. Um, the infighting really gets to me. Yes, I do. I cover FB too. Not as much as I used to. Only because a couple reasons. And anyone that if anyone new is here or comes in, my regular people know that I'm a sucker. And so I kind of feel bad for Foodie right now. I feel like we are watching her unalive herself. And so it's hard for me to cover her. Especially since she got into Thailand. I didn't think it could get worse, but it has. Good morning, brown sugar. Oh, thank you, brown sugar. So anyway, yeah, I'm not going to cover Foodie today just because I've been gone and there's just too much going on with Denise right now. So, one in the chat if you were in Hannibal's last night and you saw what went down in there. And Hannibal, I don't know if you're here yet or not. You were up till the wee hours. I don't know how you get up early like this when you're up that late, but anyways, I'm going to be using your stream from last night. Good morning, Jarella. Okay, so some of you got to see what happened. Okay, so I'm we're not going to start with that, but I'll let you guys know briefly what happened. So, Hannibal, you know how Hannibal starts out with Foodie or whoever, and then after, he gets on to Denise. Well, once he started on covering Denise, Liza in Texas came in. For anybody that doesn't know who that is, Liza in Texas has been like Denise's right hand man. She is the one that sent the emails to Amber. She is the one that does a lot of the blocking. So everybody which our community is really, really good at welcoming in people from the different lolcows when they finally realize when they follow them and they finally realize who the people really are and they leave that community. We're really good in the reaction community welcoming them in because a lot of us were there. Me for one. So, she came in and the chat was at first the chat wasn't accepting it. We didn't know what she was coming in for. We didn't know if she was coming in to stir stuff up or whatever. So apparently she had been talking to Denise the night before last, and they must have heard that there was rumors about the 1769. For anybody that doesn't know what that is, I'll be showing that video. Um, but they must have heard rumors about the 1769, and they were talking about it. And Liza said that she had said to Denise, that's basically like, that's laughable. And she said Denise was really quiet. Good morning, Willis. So then yesterday morning, Liza saw the video where it's Denise's voice herself saying what she gets for the girls for survivor benefits, i.e., 1769. Once Liza saw that, apparently Liza got, pretty upset, which I don't blame her. She's done a lot for Denise, and basically Denise was lying to her too, because she did not make it out like she got very much in survivor benefits, and she made it out to Liza as if she didn't even get enough to be able to pay her rent, which she does. Hi, cats. Good morning. So that all went down. So I will say when she came in, I wasn't as warm as a lot of people in the chat were. And a lot of you might be surprised by that, but Denise has pulled some pretty crappy things over the past month, and she has gone real life in ways that most of us reaction channels would not do. Um I don't know what just happened to my chat, y'all. Hold on, let me bring a different one up. My chat just totally froze on me. Has it been doing that to you, Nick? I don't think Nick's here yet. Hold on. So, anyways, good morning, Hungry. So I wasn't as warm when she entered the chat because two things were going through my mind. One, is this the real Liza? Which apparently it was. Thank you to the mods that were able to check that and verify it in chat. My other thing was, because of where Denise has gone and the fact that she has gone real life in the past month or so, I wasn't sure if it was a setup, if Liza coming in there was some sort of setup. And so it took me a little bit. Denise is a liar and a grifter. Who's only been saying that for how long, cats, right? No, but ads playing yesterday drove me oh, really? So um so yeah, it took me a little bit before I, believed that it was legit. And I still this morning hope that it was legit. But anyways, I felt really bad for Liza because, like I said, Liza's done a lot for Denise. Now, in the eyes of us reactors, Liza did a lot of crap. And not that I don't welcome Liza here, and Liza is welcome to come up on my panel anytime she wants. Not that I don't welcome her here because, I went, I've followed creators that I thought were something and ended up being something else. So I get it. And I feel for Liza because I think Liza was a very, very good friend to Denise, and she was lied to as well. So I feel bad for her for that. But at the same time, Liza has some apologizing to do in this community. Um, and I'm not even going to say who she needs to apologize for or to. She knows who she needs to apologize to and what she needs to apologize for. So that's all I'm going to say right there, because I'm sorry, there's so many lies that we have caught Denise in that you can't have missed every single one of those discrepancies. I don't see how that's possible. On Yaba's, holy cow, 14 ads. Yes, she's a thief. And if I have to hear her one more time tell us that she's not a liar and that she is an honest person, I swear I'm going to lose my cookies. I can't either, cats. I saw through her after about a week of a really brown sugar. See, and I'm horrible. I guess I'm a horrible judge of character because I believe that everybody is inherently good and deep down that we're all born good. So I truly believe that, and it's hard for me to accept when people aren't good or I can't find the good. And I'll be honest, I can find the good in Denise. I think Denise is a fairly likable person if she wasn't such a liar. And I honestly think she believes her own lies, you guys. See, my husband knew too. My husband knew right away brown sugar. And I well, I've told this story before. So I had a friend reach out to me and ask me to cover Denise. So I watched her for a good week or two, and I told that friend, I don't see a problem here. I said, she's a single mom, she's struggling. At that time, she was working at Arby's. So I was like, she's working. She doesn't seem to be very impatient at that time. I hadn't caught her yet snapping at the girls and things. So I was like, she seems to be patient with her kids and blah, blah, blah. So I wasn't even going to cover Denise, but I kept watching. And when I kept watching, I saw who Denise really is. So, Denise, don't come on here again with the crock that you're honest and you don't lie. We have outed so many lies so far that you can't talk your way out of. Okay. So we are going to start, and mostly I want to start with Runs My Mouth, mostly for her intro, because I love that she kind of condensed the lies into her intro, and you can kind of grasp what's going on with the whole story from just Runs My Mouth's intro. So we're going to start with hers. Hold on, let me get y'all. And again, let me know if the sound is okay. Screen. I think the sound will be okay because I had to redo it. So here we go.
Why would you say that? That's not true. Somebody said that there's a video that I'm admitting that I'm getting survivor benefits.
No, that I get survivor benefits.
Good morning.
I never denied it. I don't talk about it. If people ask, I ignore it, or I remove them from the channel, or I hide.
Okay, so just a little context here. So this was the video that I put out outing her on the fact that she gets survivor benefits.
That particular comment on the channel, but nobody knows. Maybe a couple of friends of mine, but nobody knows on the internet that I get survivor benefits.
It's not me. It's not me. People can do AIs. It's not me. I've never.
So originally, when my video went out about her getting survivor benefits, she denied that it was her. You heard her. She tries to say that it was AI. It wasn't her. We're lying. Blah blah blah.
Confirmed, and I've never denied anything. She wants to communicate. Where's the receipt? Where's the proof? Where's the paper? Why?
Good
All
morning,
you want to do
Hams.
is sit there and lie and make up stories. If you're that immature that you believe whatever they say, then that's your problem. Where's the receipt? Where's the paperwork? Yes, so it was me on the recording. Yes, it was me.
So there we go. There's her admitting that it was her saying that. And it wasn't, I didn't put that out just because she was admitting. I mean, that was the main reason that she was admitting to the Social Security survivor benefits. I put that out too because this is how she feels about her viewers. She's lying straight to them. That's what she thinks of you guys. That's how she feels about you guys. Like, she thinks you're fools because she's lying right to you and you're continuing to help her.
I get my survivor benefits every third Wednesday of the month.
So for the girls, I get $1,769 a month.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Janae back with another one.
So there's that $1,769. When a parent dies, the kids get, yes. Yes, and that's what for anybody that didn't know, so her they weren't married. She says she's a widow. She's not a widow. It was her boyfriend. Both I believe I believe both of them were still married. Um Denise, I believe her divorce is final now because Amber was showing it, and I didn't know if that divorce was final because it still says pending on the records, but apparently that divorce is finalized. But he was still married um as well. And that divorce never happened before he was unalived.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm back again. Our girl Didi been going through it, man. She getting it left and right. But when you scam and you lie, that's what happened, right? So first, I want to say shout out to Clip T and More for dropping that receipt on how much Didi makes. Thank you
I second that. Thank you, Clip T and More.
so much for dropping that. I had to add that to my intro. So shout outs to you. Shout outs to all the creators that keep dropping them gems, boy, dropping those receipts. We can't keep getting scammed out here. No sirree, Bob. So this video here, this isn't the first time that Didi's that the question come up if Didi's a racist, you know. She's done a lot. She's said a lot of questionable things in the past, and it's just like, yeah, she's racist. But I'm gonna let you guys decide it. I got a couple of clips here that I found. You know, she been deleted everything. This ain't even half of the stuff that she's been saying lately. I haven't even get into the Mexicans, but yeah, these are a couple of clips that I found, and hopefully we'll see. We get a
What is an AOP? Amber, I will go toe to toe with her. I am a widow. She is not. Yes. So I'm not a widow. So I did ask my friends that are, Carlotta being one of them, Peggy being another. I did ask a few of my friends that are widows, does it upset you that she is constantly using that for her grift, that she's a widow, she's a single mom? Does it bother you that she says that when they were never married? And they said yes, that it bothers them. I thought it was wrong, and I felt like it was ewy, but I'm not a widow, so I really have no, I really, my opinion doesn't mean squat on this.
get a better understanding on if she is racist or if she is not racist. Y'all decide and let me know. But I think Didi needs to realize that, you know, when you put stuff out on the internet, even though she deleted those 1,000 videos that she had, there's still clips out there with her saying things that she's saying. She needs to realize that a lot of her supporters are not cute.
Oh, see, I don't know, Amber. I originally wasn't sure that he was the father of Bianca, but apparently he is the father of both girls. Not that this is about that, but so it appears that both of them were already married when they started out together. Her divorce was filed in 2020, but he never got a divorce. You so I'm not sure if they ended up having to do, a paternity test or whatever, but I do know in the beginning I was confused. I didn't think Bianca was his because there's records of her being homeless, her and Bianca back then. So I think what it was is that they were on and off again. If you see any of their videos, which I really really hope that she was not stupid enough to delete all of her videos that had Victor in them. I mean, those would have been, something for her kids to look back on. Now, the way she treated Victor is not something good for her kids to be watching, but any of the ones where she may have been decent to him or whatever, it would have been nice for her kids to have those videos.
Cuban. They're not of Latin descent. So she got to
No,
realize
Kat.
that a lot of her
DD
supporters
meaning delicious Denise.
are from different places
How come
when she
no
make these
one-
remarks. So again, like I said, these are just a couple of clips. You guys decide and let me know.
Brown sugar, I have always said that because my husband's a recovering alcoholic. So he lives on caffeine, and Pepsi would be his choice of soda. But if Pepsi's not on sale, Walmart's been having good sales on Pepsi. But if it's not on sale, he's getting Sam's Cola. And I'm always like, that bee is sitting there drinking Pepsi while she's on here begging for every little whim, every craving she gets. And here's my husband sitting here drinking Sam's Cola. It aggravates the crap out of me.
You know what y'all think? Do y'all think Dee Dee's a racist or what? Let's get into it, y'all. What is a racist? A racist is an
Last,
adjective.
good
Okay?
morning.
And it means coming from or having the belief that people who belong to other races.
Being that she was married to another man during the birth of her girls, they are legally tied to her husband. Victoria would have to sign an acknowledgement of paternity. I don't know. Wouldn't that have had to be done for her to get her survivor benefits, Amber? If he didn't sign, the girls shouldn't be getting benefits. Yeah, I don't know that. I'm not sure. It's not her daughter, Carlotta. It's Victor's daughter from his marriage. Oh my gosh, Brie, it's a rabbit hole. And before you go down this rabbit hole, tie a rope around your waist so that I can pull you out because it's dark down there.
Races are not as good, intelligent, moral, etc., as people who belong to your own race. Racist, a noun, someone who believes that their race makes them better, more intelligent, more moral, etc., than people of other races, and who does or says.
I will say she seems to have huge issues with us white folks. And I have noticed, I don't know if anybody else has picked up on it, but I've noticed that us white creators, us white reactors, she hates. She can't stand us. But she's cool with Hannibal. She's cool with Runs My Mouth. It's very blatant, her racism, guys.
Says unfair or harmful things as a result. Racist. If you describe people, things, or behavior as racist, you mean that they are influenced by the belief that some people are inferior because they belong to a particular race.
I'm not being racist. It's true. Hispanic kids don't need no sunscreen. All right, who's next?
Okay, if anybody was watching me when this happened, I was so irritated with her when she made such a big deal out of this. I don't know if this was the fallout between her and what was her name, guys? Tiffany, I think that the mom's name of PJ was Tiffany, I think. But anyway, Tiffany did a lot for Denise. She helped Denise a lot. She took those girls skating. She was good to her girls. And all over this stupid sunblock thing. I don't know if that's what was the downfall of their friendship, but it seemed like after that, Denise didn't talk about her anymore, which is really sad for Gypsy because PJ, Tiffany's child, was like Gypsy's bestie. But Denise was like so offended because Tiffany tried to put sunblock on Gypsy. And she said they didn't need sunblock, they were Hispanic. Listen, every race needs sunblock. That is ridiculous. What do you think that skin cancer is prejudice? Do you think that skin cancer will only affect certain races? No, the sun is bad for your skin, Denise. It's bad for your skin no matter what your race. Right? Sunblock is for real. Good morning, Pam. Thank you, Cats. She got so mad at her for that. It was ridiculous.
Woo! You're good to go, PJ. I just need to put this in your backpack. Oh, okay, Jennifer. Gypsy, do you want some?
You will not want it. It's the floor.
But it keeps you from burning. All right, chin up. Arms out.
Something in the morning to 11 in the morning.
I'm sorry. Well, you're in pants. Spin.
8 or 7 to 11. And they'll be back at 11.
Good morning. All right, you're good. You're covered.
See, yes.
There is some sand, and there's
I have lupus, so I'm always preaching the sunblock thing because I don't have internal systemic lupus. I have subcutaneous or subacute cutaneous lupus. So it's strictly in my skin, but it's because of sun damage.
Creek that you're supposed to be able to play in.
And I went there before and I got so wet and the skin sticks to my whole body.
She's got her Crocs to get wet in, then she's got dry clothes and dry shoes in her
But
backpack.
guess what?
Be still so I can put this in your backpack.
I brought a friend for your pet.
Exactly, cats. That's what I'm saying. That's what my lupus is from. I was a sun baby. I lived in the sun in the summertime. The sun like energizes me, and that's partly it's kind of hard for me to stay out of the sun now that I'm not allowed to, have that much exposure, because the sun does stuff for me. It just makes me feel so much better. Oh, I'm sorry, cats. See, I'm thankful I don't have that. They say I'm more at risk for it or more susceptible to it because I have the other kind, but I am thankful that it's not the systemic, and I'm so sorry that you have to deal with that.
I put him right here.
Really, Amber? The systemic?
Done. Clear.
I've never met anybody that has the kind I have, and it's really hard to find information on it too.
So anyways.
Hi, Waldo. Good morning.
That's a little racist.
Oh, I'm
Why?
so sorry,
White
Amber.
people are the only ones that need sunscreen.
I mean, we're Hispanics. We don't really need it.
She'll still get skin cancer. Oh yeah, just because she tans and not burns, she'll still get skin
Oh, I'm
cancer.
sorry, Amber. Like I said, I can't, and I asked my dermatologist, I just saw my dermatologist a couple weeks ago, and I said, I can't find things on it like you can systemic lupus. Like there's certain questions I have, like does the brain fog go with that? Because I get brain fog horrible. Everything that I've read, it doesn't mention itching. Mine itches to the point it hurts. Like if I don't scratch it, it hurts. I like have to take ice packs everywhere I go. I take one of those like like the old timey ice packs that, people would put on their head that you can put the ice in or you can warm it. I take one of those like anytime we travel or anything, because the only thing that will ease the pain from the itching is ice.
Anyways.
Even black kids need sunscreen. Oh, bless her.
Oh, Amber, see, I want to get into, did you go to a rheumatologist? Is that who diagnosed you? See, I went to a dermatologist and it took me years to go. I tried everything, and I had, talked to my family doctor about it numerous times. And finally, I, took the plunge and actually got into a dermatologist. And I was like, watch, I'm going to get into the dermatologist and I'm not going to be in a flare. And basically it's going to be a waste of waiting the, 6 months for the appointment, because they're not going to be able to do anything without seeing it. Luckily, I was in a flare and they did a skin biopsy right there, that first visit. And so that's how I was diagnosed. But I really want to get into a rheumatologist because I have a really bad feeling that I probably have fibro. Like every muscle in my body aches like I did a 10K. And it's always, anytime, day or night. If you touch me, it like hurts.
Teacher game?
Kiki, good morning, Kiki.
I'm not being racist. It's true. Hispanic kids don't need no sunscreen.
Yes, I need to find a rheumatologist for that.
Doesn't matter for little.
I've never worn sunscreen before.
Wow, you're really
She want to take it the way she want to take it. She can take it the way she want to take it. We don't need sunscreen.
The problem with me, Amber, was my family doc did do blood tests for both kinds of lupus, and it came back negative. It wasn't until they got the skin biopsy that it came back positive.
And I'm not in the mood to be arguing. First of all, Gypsy cannot have sunscreen because she has eczema.
You also say, Denise, that you have to wash Gypsy's clothes twice because of her eczema, but you don't even wash them once.
I don't put nothing on Gypsy's body unless it has to do with eczema stuff, eczema products. So she looked like she was already wanting to argue with somebody. Gypsy had told her she don't need sunscreen. I don't know if you guys heard me, but I told her, Gypsy don't need sunscreen. We're Hispanics. Well, she can still get skin cancer. And I'm like, you can just tell she woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You can tell she just wanted to argue.
So she woke up on the wrong side of the bed because she was giving you facts. What she said was true, Denise. You're the one that's sounding, I'll be fairly kind and say unintelligent.
And I'm not with that bullshit. Not this morning. So when Gypsy gets home, she's gonna take a long ass bath. I got some eczema. I bought some eczema soap for Gypsy. You
Also, has anybody noticed since the whole thing where Gypsy came home smelling and the teacher asked if she had a bath that day and Denise had that huge blow up over it? If you guys remember that, ever since then, has anybody else noticed that she is always making Bianca do shower time or do bath time for Gypsy? I have not heard her. She says, oh, I got to get these kids ready for bed and get them into bed. It'd be 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and those kids are still awake. But anytime I've heard mention of Gypsy getting a bath or a shower, she's telling Bianca to do it.
You can't talk to white people and make them understand, how it is. And I'm not being racist, so I'm not going to go back into that topic about parenthood because it's a lost cause. You can't talk to white people and make them understand, how it is. And I'm not being racist, it's the truth. White people, black people, Hispanic people, Mexican people, we all don't raise our kids the same way. And that's a known fact. So they're facts, not a story that I'm trying to tell or it's a fact. White people raise their children very different. I'll give you an example. When I was watching Facebook.
Are you white? How do you know how we raise our children? And I might be white and say Nick might be white, but that doesn't mean we raise our children the exact same way. You dolt.
I was in shock. I was so in shock. These two white people, mom and dad, were on Facebook, right? And little Timmy, I don't know his name, but let's call him little Timmy. There was a hammer because the dad was trying to mount the TV, I guess on the wall, but he had it on a table first. And
right, Carl. She doesn't take them to the doctor and she herself will not go to the doctor. So when she says that the hair on her face is from PCOS, she does not know that. People assume that it's PCOS, but Denise, there's many other medical reasons that you could have the hair growth. It doesn't have to be PCOS.
And he was trying to get the screws and the back of it, fixed first, I guess, before you mount it. And here comes little Timmy with a hammer.
Right.
So instead of the dad right away catching it and saying no, little Timmy gets a hammer and start hammering this 55-inch TV. Well, at least on Facebook it looked like a big old TV. I didn't see the box.
Oh. Sorry, this has nothing to do with this video, but did you guys, I forgot what I was going to say already. Sorry.
But here comes the white guy, the dad saying, no, Timmy, no, stop. And Timmy looks at him and starts laughing at him and continues breaking, shattering the TV. If that was me back in the days, my mama would have whooped my motherfucking ass and sent me to the hospital. Now me, on the other hand, if that would have happened to me, I would have whooped my motherfucking child and sent her to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no.
Moon, there has been so much that I have been like chomping at the bit to say or to talk about. Do you guys remember the stream that she did where somebody told her that she should get the kids out of the hotel room, take them to a park, and Denise flipped. I can't remember who said that in her chat, but whoever it was, she flipped and she was like, kids are disappearing. Do you know how many kidnappings there have been? And she started talking about the trafficking and everything. And I was like thinking to myself, Denise, that's why they said you should take them to the park. They weren't telling her, have Bianca take Gypsy to the park. No, they were saying, you get off your duff, take those girls to the park. And she flipped. But then at the end of that stream, she needed ice. She didn't want to go to the store, and she was going to let Bianca go to the store alone. So when it suits her, it's okay to put the kids' lives in danger.
No, don't do that. Time out. Go to the corner. Fuck that. That shit don't work. I don't hit my kids. I do spank them on the butt according to their age. But Bianca no longer gets spanked on the butt because she's already 10, and it just didn't make any sense in my head. I think I stopped pawpawing her on the butt when she turned around 6 or 7. So now it's the Hispanic mama coming out, and I get my motherfucking chancletas because she runs fast. When I tell you this girl runs fast, she runs fast and furious. I get my motherfucking chancletas, and sometimes it's a hit or it's a miss. But she knows now.
This is all a load of crap. If anybody has been watching Denise recently and hearing not just Bianca. Bianca's always kind of been sassy, but Bianca's at the age where, that's where they're teens, teens are sassy. But the way Gypsy's been talking to her, and she does nothing. Nothing. She says, "Ma'am," and that's it. And it doesn't stop Gypsy. Gypsy continues to be disrespectful and to sass her. And she does nothing. She acts like, oh, if her kids did one thing. No.
Now, when I get my chancletas, she stays out of my way. But she still says, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, mama, no, mama. I make sure she uses her proper English. I make sure she uses her manners. But as soon as I start lifting my leg...
What? Manners? Really? Have you seen you eat?
I don't even know when was the last time I got my chancletas and I threw it at her. Because now she knows too. I don't hit my kids with no extension cords, with no switch from the tree.
What mom is out here patting themselves on the back because they don't hit their kid with extension cords? What? As a mom that doesn't abuse her children, that would not even have come to my mind.
I don't go back that far. But the chancleta, yeah. Papa at the butt, Gypsy just got one the other day. Because she's not listening. Take real good care of my kids for that white woman who want to bring her white friend who don't know nothing and making up stories and making up shit on my channel. I'm addressing that. Okay? So, I defriended you. I blocked you on my Facebook. I don't know if you can still watch my YouTube channel, but every time you leave a message, I will take it off. I will delete your messages because you're just not, relevant to me anymore, and I'm not going to entertain you anymore. Okay? Their father. Carrie's kids will no longer have their mom. So, she ain't got no shoes? Ooh, only white people do shit like that. Anyway.
She really has no clue how dumb she sounds. Only white people go barefoot, y'all.
So people listen to that white man who don't know shit you. Oh, okay. The mask mandate has been lifted. Right? Like I've been telling y'all. It's been lifted. So y'all stop wearing masks. So if the government fucking tells you jump off the goddamn fucking bridge and your life will be better, are you gonna jump off the bridge?
You know what, Moon? I never hit my kids. But my kids will not sass me. I will say that. Like, they're respectful. And you better believe if they're out with other parents, they are going to be respectful with them and to them as well.
You're being idiots. You're still being a slave to the white man. The white man is still telling you what the fuck to do, how to do it, where to go, and you guys are just listening to them. Has the highest cases of the COVID-19 so far. So I think it's Governor Abbott told people, a white man in a wheelchair, telling us, oh, we're good. You don't have to wear a mask. We're good. So people listen to that white man who don't know shit. He's not a doctor. He's not a scientist. He's just a governor. And I'm still wearing my mask. Y'all listening to him, and he's fucking your life up. He's telling you to get the COVID-19 vaccination, and he's still fucking your life. Y'all still listening to these white people who don't know what the fuck they talking about.
You guys, listen to her. She's ridiculous.
See, that's the difference between white people and Hispanic people. Not trying to be racist, but
when you have to preface everything you say about a different race with, I'm not trying to be racist, guess what, Denise?
Make sure that you comfortable. Shit, that when he does a good deed, when I stay with him, with me and him, Victor stay with him for 3 days, it would be Gypsy. I mean not Gypsy, Bianca.
Listen to this entitled wench. Listen to how she speaks because somebody didn't cater to her every whim.
We had to sleep in this little ass corner of his apartment because he was always bragging about his apartment, telling Victor, oh, his apartment was immaculate and this and that and the third, that he was clean. Girl, when we got there, his apartment was nasty as shit. He had dog shit all over the carpet. The dog pisses all over the carpet. He didn't have no toilet paper. He had toilet rolls. I'm gonna put his business out there because he's just a fucking bitch. And if he ever watches this video, I don't give a damn. He's lucky I don't mention his name. Nasty ass bisexual motherfucker.
Now, at this point, she had very, very little subs, so her mentioning his name wasn't going to do anything anyway.
Always on Victor's ass because he liked Victor like that. But yet, he's in the closet. Nobody knows that he likes men, and he had dirty ass videos of men in his apartment.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it, so thank you for saying it.
But yet he claims that he was straight as day. Nasty ass shit. He never offered us nothing to eat. He knew that we were homeless. He knew that we were trying to get our shit together. He didn't offer us a goddamn.
What does getting your shit together entail, Denise? Because you've been trying to get your shit together for 10 years now. Oh, I'm sorry, 7. Because there was those 3 years where you actually worked and had an apartment.
But yeah, when he broke up with his girlfriend and he needed a place to stay, he stayed with us. I think it was like 3 days, maybe a week. He stayed with us in my apartment. But yeah, I was offering him something to eat, something to drink. I made sure he was comfortable. I made sure he had,
cats, and that's a really good thing that you are, because we just went to visit my
had pillows and you know what I'm saying, but yet the hospitality wasn't returned. So we had to sleep in this little corner with this little ass blanket and a dirty ass fucking carpet that was smelling like dog feces. It smelled.
Sorry, that was number 1. See, Amber, that's another thing I'm known for, is muting myself. Anyways, I was saying it's good that you wear a mask, cats, because when we went to visit my son, I was the only one out of my daughter, my son, my daughter-in-law, all the kids, my husband, my mother-in-law. Nobody else got COVID but me.
It smelled like a fucking kennel in his apartment. See, that's the difference between white people and Hispanic people. Not trying to be racist, but we make sure that you're comfortable. We make sure that you have something to eat. We make sure the house is clean. It was okay for him to stay at my house and my apartment, but it wasn't okay for us to stay at his immaculate, clean apartment. Oh yeah, bitch, I'm gonna put your ass out there. Again, you lucky I'm not mentioning your name. She's a white crack.
Who does that? Who comes for somebody because they didn't hand out what you wanted them to hand out? He let you stay. Be thankful for that.
Her honky lady. This woman, this Amber lady from Rumble, sits. I watched her for like 15 minutes the other day. 15 minutes, and I got tired of listening to her fake ass phony trying to.
What, Carl? What do you mean, who blocked you? Oh, you mean on her channel? Who blocked you? I was like, if I can see you, you're not blocked.
This gangster trying to act like she's black, like she's talking like she got some type of swag, and she's a white cracker honky lady. And she's trying to use black lingo, listen to black music, like real hardcore gangster music.
Now, keep in mind here, she's talking about Amber, and Amber had offered to pay off her eviction for her, but once again, Denise cannot be bothered to do any legwork herself. She had Liza emailing back and forth with Amber. She couldn't be bothered, but it's so important to her to get this paid off so that she can, get back on track. Denise, how are you going to pay rent at an apartment if you're only taking 2 weeks worth of rent out of your $1,769? And that's not all you're getting is $1,769. You get food stamps. There's a few $100s there. Plus you get paid from YouTube. You make plenty to be able to pay your whole month's rent, lady.
And this bitch is white as day. Right? So, I mean, whatever music you listen to, I don't really care, but you trying to act so hard, so rough and tough, and bitch, you're not. Trust me, you're not. So I'm hoping that right now you are on Rumble putting me on your channel, because I got a lot to say. I have a lot to say. So your audience can hear.
Denise, every time one of us outs you for something, every time one of us proves your lies, for some reason, you seem to disappear for a day or two. Why is that, Denise? You got to try to get more lies together to cover the lies that you were just outed for? We haven't seen you since this dropped, of course. How come, Denise?
How fake and phony and a flauser you are, bitch. To an apart. I don't know. I don't know what was her deal. I don't know if she did it for clout, to make herself look good. But I did feel that she was not going to do it. I felt, and I told somebody else, she's not going to do it. She's going to find something. Liar, you're the fucking devil. You're going to fucking hell, bitch.
You sent her.
You're the fucking devil.
You sent her your credit report. No number to call that specific place to pay your eviction off. You did not send everything that she needed. She had to do legwork in order to do what needed to be done. And that's where she said, nope, no ma'am. And I don't blame her.
Well, you evil, you're going to fucking hell. Let me repeat myself. You're going to hell, bitch. So it's okay for her to call me a bitch. It's okay. People who don't know what the fuck they...
Not to mention, you couldn't even be bothered to email her yourself. You had to have some... Why are people doing stuff for you? I don't get it. You obviously can read. You read your chat. So why can't you type up an email?
What the fuck they talking about? See, that's the difference between white ass corn paper, you totally know thing. Return. Make sure like she's talking like she got some type of swag, and she's a white cracker honky lady. And she's trying to use black lingo, listen to black music, like real hardcore gangster music, and this bitch is white as day. Right? So I mean, whatever music you listen to, I don't really care, but you trying to act so hard, so rough and tough, and bitch, you're not. Trust me, you're not. So I'm hoping that right now you are on Rumble putting me on your channel, because I got a lot.
If there is anything to be said like that, I would say it's more regional. I think I think people from the South are really, really strict with their kids on manners and being polite and respecting their elders. I do see that because like I have we were like the hangout house. All three of our kids, we were the hangout house. And there were, you know, we've had kids over that are from down south, and they always call us Mr. and Mrs. by our first names. And it's only because we told them they could use our first names. Before that, they would only call us Mr. and Mrs., our last name.
A lot to say. I have a lot to say. So your audience can hear how fake and phony and a flauser you are, bitch. To an apart. I don't know.
Morning, Amy.
I don't know what was her deal. I don't know if she did it for clout.
Good morning, girl.
To make herself look good. But I did feel that she was not going to do it. I felt.
Good morning, Taylor. Yeah. Goral, did you see too? She was talking about when she was going to be on Hannibal's. I know it was like a big joke, and she thought she was cute and funny when she was supposed to go on Hannibal's panel, and she kept referring to it as a date and being all mysterious about, you know, who the man was and blah, blah, blah. She was talking about Hannibal, and she was talking about going on his panel, but she was doing that in front of her kids. Now, these kids lost their dad 2 years ago. Do you think you could maybe sit down with your kids and tell them this is all a joke? Do you think she did that before she went live, before she hit that go live button? You really think she sat down with those kids and said, this is all a joke? I'm not being serious. No, poor Gypsy and Bianca are sitting there listening to her talking about having an online date. They didn't realize that she wasn't being serious.
And I told somebody else, she's not going to do it. She's going to find something. Liar, you're the fucking devil. You're going to fucking hell, bitch. Fake, you're phony. You're the fucking devil. You evil. You're going to fucking hell. Let me repeat myself. You're going to hell, bitch. So it's okay for her to call me a bitch. It's okay
Good morning, Stephanie. Welcome.
for her to call me a hoe. It's okay for her to say that I should go across the street for $10 and go to these construction workers and offer them to suck their dicks for $10. But it's not okay for me to condemn her and tell her that she's going to hell. She tries to act like she's all gangster. And she's nothing but a white waiter, a gringa, a cracker.
Well, there you have it, folks. I'm glad you guys made it this far. I appreciate you watching. And let me know, what do you think? Do you think that Didi is just speaking on different races doing different things from what she's seen, what she's learned growing up? I mean, you know, everybody does things different. Each race do things different. Do you think that's just what she's pointing out, or is she a blatant racist in your eyes? I thought it was interesting that Gypsy, and I hate to bring Gypsy up, but she's a product of her mom. Gypsy said what her mom said, you know.
Good morning.
They don't wear sunscreen, and that's very ignorant because anybody could get sunburned, you know. But like I said, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
I just put in Runs My Mouth. That's who we were just watching. I just put in her link in the chat for anybody who does not follow her already. And this is the link to Clip T and More. I always have to check that name. I don't know. I get the name confused. So this is for the video that we are about to watch now. And Clip T and More is the one that outed how much she gets and when she gets it.
Girls, I get $1,769 a month. So for the girls, I get $1,769 a month.
I think my last day here is Thursday or Friday. I just don't have any way to pay for it. And I don't think that I'm going to get any type of help to pay for it. So I get my survival benefits every third Wednesday of the month. I doubt it if they're going to let me stay here for 2 weeks.
I get $1,769 a month.
I get my survival benefits every third Wednesday of the month.
So there's no denying that was Denise. That was Denise's voice. That was her saying it. It was not AI. You can tell when it is AI because it's not exact. There's cultural differences between races, but Didi is racist. I think it's become okay to hate white people in America. I will say I've never myself experienced it to this extent. Like she blows my mind. And the fact that she still has people that will watch her blows my mind too. Okay, so now we are going to watch Hannibal's, and we're just going to do the part where oops, hold on. We're only going to do the part where she was in his chat. Okay, so we're going to be paying more attention to the chat on this one. So I hopefully you can see it. I did make it a little bigger. Is it going to stay big when I go full screen?
And to not even get him a card on the birthday. And I appreciate the people in your chat. I appreciate those that made sure that your baby had something for her birthday.
So when she first came into the chat, she said a few things. She talked to Per, I think it was, and the mods timed her out. So you can't see any of like what she said when she very first came in. So it starts the conversation that where she's typing starts after her 5-minute timeout ended.
On down to the cake.
So here's Liza. She says, I swear to God, Perty, I didn't know. She only told me she gets a little bit, and I had barely found out about that too when Runs My Mouth put the video.
But I can't give you any props for being a responsible parent for that.
Mash says, you two blasted my email. That's what I'm saying. Like, she owes apologies to people that, I mean, we've been out here. We've been, I've been, I think I was, if not the first, one of the first to cover Denise. And I've been out here for months and months trying to prove that she's a scammer and that she's a liar. And if you would have just taken the time to sit down and watch the videos that myself and other reactors and clip channels have put out, if you actually would have sat down and listened instead of coming into our streams with like a hateful attitude and watching, from the windows, then you would have seen that. I guess I have a hard time believing that anybody could miss all the signs, all the lies. That's where I'm having a hard time. So then Liza says, why am I on timeout? By that point, she was not in timeout. And then Liza says, I sent her $250 just last night for the hotel. Her rent is $343, I believe, a week. Liza sent her $250. So she's only $100 shy for the rent for this week. But when she got her check, so you heard her say she gets her check the third Wednesday of the month. This is why, do you guys remember when she said she miscalculated and she thought she was going to be okay that week, but she wasn't. And then she needed help. And then that Dinah Marie paid her rent, actually paid her rent the week before that too. So she paid 2 weeks of rent. And I've not seen that woman in her chat since. Just saying.
Better? Good job.
Tell me they're not drinking enough water. But that's what we drink
It
water.
is. You drink a lot of water at the school?
Not a lot, though.
Oh.
So Blondie tells Liza, you're back, Liza. Some are a little angry, rightfully so, but welcome to here.
I don't know what it is, but I know I'm feeling a little like that too. Like a summer cold, summer flu. I don't know what it is.
Liza says, I'm so done with this bee.
So y'all hear how Gypsy sounded like she was about to cough up her lung? And I think a lot of this has to do with how Denise keep the room while Gypsy's vomiting and stuff like that. Because when she cooks, like you seen, she uses the counter as her cutting board.
Valerie.
And who knows how often she's cleaning this stuff. I keep telling you, Didi, go to the Dollar Tree. You got bleach, you got disinfectant, you got all kind of stuff. And then the cups, look, they got the little cheap cups. Everybody could have their own little cup.
Mm-hmm.
You could have your own individual spoon. Everything here that you see is a Dollar Tree.
Brown sugar. That's what I always say. It's really weird. I feel like she does believe her lies.
25 each. There is no reason for them to be sharing anybody's cup. That's nasty. And that's how you get germs. And that's how they keep bouncing it back and forth. Didi, you're going to have to wipe that room down.
You are going to have to clean. If you're not doing laundry, those children are wearing the same clothes, recycled underwear, recycled everything, and you're sending them out there in public to get picked on, bullied by other kids. Yep. And unfortunately, they really want to go to school to get away from you.
I mean, how Bianca, sorry, I don't like to use their names. We usually call them B and G. So B does not want to be on Denise's streams at all. She makes her hide, or put something in front of the camera if she's going to walk by it. The other day they were eating and Denise said, you can get more. And Bianca said, but you're live. And she said, well, I'm not going to be getting off for quite a while. And Bianca said, well, I guess I'm not eating for quite a while, because she didn't want to get up and walk over to get a second plate of food because she would have been seen on Denise's stream. To me, that was Denise being like mean, because normally she just puts something in front of the camera Why couldn't her butt just have put something in the camera so the poor girl could get her second helping?
That's what I see. You got the 13-year-old.
So Gerd and Fiend say, Liza, you owe a lot of people apologies. And they're right.
Getting up, taking her.
Liza says, she might be reading me here. You know what, D, you freaking wrong to play me like that.
Self to the bus stop, walking by predators every day that said, hey baby, what your name is? I just got released out of jail. You come home and tell your mom, and she's like, yeah, just tell them you're a minor. Just advertise even more that you are underage and possibly even defenseless out there for people that just got out of jail that live around your neighborhood, instead of being a responsible parent, getting up off of your ass and even going to point that person out.
Really, Stephanie? Good. That poor woman, she paid 2 full weeks of rent for her. And then she sent her all of the Beanie Boos that Gypsy had on her list, because I guess there was somebody else that sent a Beanie Boo or a couple. But that woman bought all the rest that were on G's list for G's birthday. And Denise acted more, I can't remember what it was, but I remember watching and I was like, she acted more excited over like a $2 super chat than this woman giving her. That woman probably spent close to $1,000 that week giving Denise donos.
So that I have an idea. If anything happens to you, I'll at least have a face that I can go and point out to the police. You didn't do any of that. You said, oh yeah, tell them you're a minor, and jump right back online. It's to the point that we, as the audience, when your child comes home from school, the first thing out of her mouth is, oh my God, you're live? You're streaming again? Hide that. I just want some attention. I just want you to spend some time with. I just want you to ask me clearly how my day was without you being online.
Absolute sweetheart.
Have a 15-minute conversation with me, and I promise at 13, 14 years old, I will leave you the fuck alone. But no, that's not how any of that goes. Thank you, Gain and Gerd and Fiend again. Liza, you owe a lot of people apologies.
Moon, but did you catch that she ordered one for herself? Like, she opened the one, I think it was the Taco Bell dog. She opened the one and she's like, not gonna lie, I put this one on there. I wanted it, or something like that. And then when she was talking about the dang birthday cake, did anybody catch that when she was talking before she got Gypsy a birthday cake, which she didn't get, she had to have donations to buy her child a birthday cake. But when she was talking about getting one for Gypsy, she was craving a tres leche cake. So that's what she wanted to get for G's birthday. Because she was craving it. She didn't. Thank goodness. I'm glad that she didn't, but
I appreciate you so much for that super chat there. But yes, let's carry.
Okay, Liza says, it was my idea to send Amber the letter since I known Amber when she had YouTube. Plus, D doesn't know how to attach documents. That's why I helped her send that email. Now I feel stupid. I told.
Carry on.
I haven't seen you doing laundry. We're going on week 3. And I haven't seen you doing laundry. So are these girls still wearing these same clothes and you expect for her to get better? If it's not being washed, they're wearing the same clothes over and over again, especially Bianca. Bianca has a uniform, but again, I have yet to see them do laundry. Y'all let me know if y'all heard her say she doing laundry. I'm still trying to catch up. All right?
Now, I wanted to show this.
Calling CPS on Didi. Now, I did that video where I showed you where that blog on the internet.
Okay, and I may get some hate for this, but I do agree with both Hannibal and Runs My Mouth. Is the girls' lives ideal living with Denise? No, absolutely not. But my fear of them being taken is that they would end up somewhere worse. I think that while it may not be fair, I feel like B has had to grow up very fast. I feel like she's a second mom to G. And I feel like Denise puts way, way too much on that girl. But I don't think it's CPS taking them away warranted. Now, I don't know. I've never had to deal with CPS, but so I don't know. But I know that I do know of people that have had to have like parenting courses and different things like that. Now, if they could get involved and do something like that where they can, you know, here's my thing though. I don't think it's a matter of Denise not knowing. I don't think it's a matter of her being not educated on parenting. Um, I think she does. I think she's honest when she says she struggles from depression. I think she does struggle from depression. And that depression has made her lazy as all get out. And that's what most of it boils down to. But I feel like the girls could very, very easily end up in a worse situation than what they are in.
Where they were talking on that post about calling CPS on Didi. And I said I agreed with, a lot of the things they had to say, but I didn't agree that Didi needs to have
Morning,
kids
Granny.
taken.
And see, here, I appreciate my internet cousin Janae so much for making this video because as we discussed on last week's panel, CPS is not always there to.
So Liza says, Amber, she could only afford 2 weeks worth, and look at this shit, $17.69. Exactly, Liza. We've been trying to tell you this. I'm here to make it right. My heart was in the right place. I just helped someone that didn't deserve my help. Now, I will say, I have said so many times on my channel, I'm really slow when it comes to people. Like, it takes a lot for me to finally give up on somebody. So I get Liza in that way. She thought she was doing good. She thought she was helping Denise and those little girls. So I do get that.
There to take your kids away from you. CPS is actually there to help intervene so that your kids stay in the household with you, and they will provide you with a case manager. They'll provide you with resources. They'll provide you with after school programs for your kids. They'll provide you with the things that your kids need, free tutoring, free programs that you can utilize as an indigent or possibly low income mother and or father. CPS is not always, their main job is not to take your kids away. Their main job is actually to make sure your kids stay placed with you. And whatever it takes is what they do. Unfortunately, some cases do end up where the children need to be removed from the home. And nobody, Denise, nobody is saying that they want these kids removed. We would rather you, as a 50-year-old woman, step up to the plate, show some initiative because you're teaching your kids how to beg versus teaching your kids how to actually survive. And you can say that begging is a form of survival because it is. But is that how you want to see your children grow up?
Liza says, I would have never known if I hadn't seen that short today. And just last night, I texted her and said, can you believe they say you get $17.69 on survivor benefits? And she stayed quiet.
I have dreams that I want my child to be better than me in every aspect. Make more money, grow bigger, grow stronger, grow taller, be everything, be better than me. Don't be like me. No. Don't ever be like me. Be better than
I agree.
me.
Snow.
That's what I've always taught my son. Don't be like me. Be better than me. Hell, if I would have known better, I would have tried to be better than myself. But that's okay, because I strive every day. I've made some mistakes. I make mistakes. I'm not going to say I'm through making mistakes. I'm not. But I strive to be better every day. I don't know everything. I'm not going to sit here and act like
I kind of like him too.
Like I do. I'm intelligent enough to make sure that I can remember what I'm being told. I'm smart enough to go and do.
Liza says, okay, I'm going to go back and read up what y'all said. I'll give it a couple more minutes, but I do think that was where she exited.
Do the research to find out what I need to then sound intelligent about what I speak about. That's all.
That's all.
That's all. And if you don't want to take the time to do that homework, if you don't want to take the time to raise your kids, then maybe CPS should get involved to help you find a better way. But you can always call CPS and let them.
Now, see, Cats, I do agree with you there, unfortunately, just because of the way, like I said, she doesn't want to do any legwork. She wants help, but she wants it all done for her. She doesn't want to have to pull her own weight with anything.
Let them know that you are in a struggle situation. You need some help. You don't want to lose your kids. Please. And they will get you a case manager to come out and assess your situation and give you a parenting plan. They'll give you resources. They'll help you out. But
right,
no.
Snow, the voice, he has an amazing voice. Him and Carlotta's husband, they like I could just. In fact, I always fall asleep in Hannibal's streams because he streams so late. I usually try to make it through his Denise coverage, and then I'm usually out.
It's much better to get online and say, gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm in dire straits. Lie to the community.
So right here, you see me say, I'm not convinced it's the real Liza.
And then when you get exposed on the lies that we found out that you've been telling by hook or crook, then you want to lash out at people.
So Liza says, Mash, you don't have to trust me, but I'm here with the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. And Mash says, the emails over the last week, Liza, trust is a 0 right now.
Call us really ugly names. Don't worry. We'll get to that after this video.
The whole CPS deal. All right. So I posted that and a couple of people, they commented. And one person said, I respectfully disagree with you regarding CPS. D is not able to
Stephanie, I was texting with my friends yesterday about her, and my two younger children, well, one is a grown adult and has kids, but I mean, my two youngest ones both have birthdays this month. And so I had just ordered their presents and everything, and I was so excited. I was like, I can't wait till they open their gifts. And, I was like, ready to crawl out of my skin with excitement. And I was thinking to myself, this is what, is what a mom does. Like, it's going to break us. September is always a hard month for us, but those are my babies. And for me, I know some families are not huge on birthdays, and I get that. They make up for it in other ways, yada, yada. But for us, birthdays have always been a big deal. So it's so sad to me. Like somebody just said it in chat. Not only that she didn't do anything for G's birthday, but it's so sad to me that G was okay with that, almost as if it was expected.
Provide for her children. She's an unfit parent. Okay. Someone else says, I agree
right
with
there. You. Nick says too, that she doesn't think it's the real Liza. And then Liza said, I can send you the screenshot per I don't have a channel.
She does less than the bare minimum for the girls and leaves it up to the viewers to pay for everything. At least if CPS got involved, she would get off her butt. Okay. This next person says, you don't agree that the kid should be taken from her, yet you clearly list out more than enough abusive behaviors, more than just being an unfit parent. I mean, you said you agree with everything.
Good morning. Thank you so much for your comment the other day. Thank you to everybody. Honestly, you guys have no clue. The ones that, left me a comment telling me that they missed me or telling me to come back or whatever, you guys really have no idea how much that meant to me. And literally brought tears to my eyes every time. So thank you guys. I have the most amazing supporters.
Everything, but not the CPS. This is the clear definition of someone who needs CPS involved and needs her children taken.
Liza says, send me your email. And Mash is like, Liza, you have my email. She's been harassing her through email.
An abusive, unfit parent, and obviously her kids don't deserve that. And if they were taken, that's probably the only thing that could put any sense into her head. It's sad.
And do you understand that these are random, non-connected, like-minded individuals?
Right, exactly, Cats. It's because he's late and because of his voice. Like his voice, I can't speak today. His voice is like soothing to me.
That everybody's looking through a different set of eyes, a different pair of goggles, and they're seeing similar patterns and behaviors. And everybody, even people that's never spoke to anybody or
Morning,
each other
Patty. Love you
at
too.
all, come to the same conclusion that Denise, you're not doing
Thank you
parenting
for your
very well.
message too, Patty.
That's not to say that you don't love those little girls, because everybody thinks that you love them.
Right, exactly. Snow, she could have made a pancake and stuck a candle in it. Good morning, Nick. You know, there's so many things that she could, even if she made her darn grits and stuck made it thick and put a candle in there. Whatever. She could have done something. Like she couldn't even have been bothered for and I hate to say this, but we all know she plays favorites, and this was for her favorite.
I personally don't think that you know how to love them better.
There is where MASH tells me that it is the real Liza.
And due to whatever past traumas that you may have experienced, you deflect. And as you state, you don't need companionship. You're right. You don't need companionship. But we're social individuals. We're
Oh, Moon, I'm so sorry your family had to go through that.
social beings. You telling me that a companion to help you bounce some ideas, to help you get motivated, to help you watch those kids without you saying that a companion wouldn't help you out in your current situation?
Goral, I have, and it saddens me to say it, but I have more hope for B than for Gypsy. I feel like Gypsy is already at her very, very young age. I feel like she's already following in Denise's footsteps. If she wants something, she will ask the chat for it. Bianca B wants nothing to do with any of her mom's shenanigans.
So why you out here being big, bad, and miss dependent? Because you're missing the end part of that. Miss dependent. You're dependent off people on the internet to give you donations to make sure that you are surviving day to day and to make sure you get your Pepsi and cigarettes.
Yep, Waldo.
Independent, meaning that you're taking care of those bills, and you may need some assistance with the overflow. You may need some assistance with the extra things going on in life, but you don't want to take advantage of anything that anybody's out there offering you. But I find it
No, I don't think so, Stephanie. I know who. It's not the same person.
interesting that the same opinion is floating around from this community, that community, and other people that cover you that are not connected in any kind of way.
Now, it's obvious that I see the same things you guys see. However, I look at the entire picture, her intent, the way she talked to the girls. There's a lot of things that I look at. And yes, Denise needs help, but I don't think that the girls need to be taken away from her. Okay, so let's look at what CPS says about taking children. So this information that I'm about to read, I've got it off of the Texas Children and Family website. So first one says, what is...
So we got information here from the children, and
so somebody said in the chat, Serenity, hold on, let me see if I can find her comment. Serenity says every parent needs help. There's no shame in that. So here is my opinion on that. Is Denise living high off the hog? No. She's not wealthy by any means, but does she have enough to take care of her necessities for herself and for the girls? Absolutely. When she gets that survivor's benefit check, and if she would take that money and pay her rent for the month, she still has nearly like $400, 300 and something left over. She can pay that herself, because then she also has food stamps for food, plus she also has her YouTube pay, plus any Cash Apps or PayPals that anybody sends throughout the month. She is bringing in plenty to pay her bills. Now, like I was just saying, September is our worst month financially of the year. We have 2 birthdays, our anniversary, school clothes, school supplies, we get hit. And then the minute school starts, school pictures and yearbook papers came home. So I could understand if once in a blue moon she came on here because she needed help with, say, school pictures. but she's living off of these people. Like, they're going to work every day, working their butt off for their paychecks so that they can send her money that she doesn't even need.
From San Antonio, from the Texas Children
Morning,
website,
B.
and it says that Child Protective Investigations, or
Oh, I'm glad you
CPI
made it.
program, investigate reports of child abuse and neglect by parents or other members of the family or household. CPI also provides services to children and families in their homes and sometimes places children in foster care, which is overseen by CPS, or Children Protective Services. CPI used to be a part of CPS. The two programs now closely work together for the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. A CPI worker must show you an identification badge to let you know that this is fully a CPI worker.
No, she's saying, Nick, that she was told that Purr and Scammer's Playback, or Misery's Mistress, that they were the same person.
And then an investigation can proceed. During that investigation, they will assess your situation, your abilities, and your
And
mental.
that's how Nick and I felt too. Like, it just, I don't know, like, at first my thing was, it's not the real Liza. Like, it's somebody trolling. It's not really her. Then when they said it was the real Liza, it still didn't feel right to me. And I felt like, okay, maybe it's a setup of some sort, you know? So I get it. I'm not completely there either. I really think that nobody is going to be completely there until we hear from Liza. Again, Liza, you're welcome to come on my panel anytime. And it will be respectful from myself and from the chat. Yeah. I think we need to hear from her, though.
Mental level, so that they will know where to be able to start with you and what you will or will not be able to do. It does also say that state law requires CPI to investigate reports of child abuse or neglect to protect the children. State law also requires anyone who has a reason to believe a child being abused or neglected by someone responsible for their child's care to report them to the DFPS. That's plain and simple. And when it comes down to
when I was sent those voice clips, at one point there was one where she says, no, I got my check and I paid 2 weeks rent and I had to put gas in the car and it's gone. That's how little she acted like she made. That's probably how she acted to Liza too. She acted like she only made enough to pay 2 weeks, which would be about $700, and then put gas in her car. So basically, she led Liza to believe that she made maybe $750 a month, and she makes 1,000 over that.
to it, hi Chatty Charlie. When it comes down to it, this bottom portion would refer to those mandatory or mandated reporters. Basically your school teachers, police officers, people that see them in
She
immediate.
didn't say she has done them, but she did say she would be doing them for her. So I imagined that. So here was the thing with the tax refund and all that. If anybody remembers or was watching her that long ago, she kept talking about her tax refund over and over and over, talking about her tax refund, what she was going to do with her tax refund, blah, 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 blah. Then nothing. We never heard anything. She never said anything about what she was getting back. She never said when she got her tax refund. Personally, because she drops the ball and she is so lazy, I don't think she filed last year. That's just my opinion.
Immediate neglect and or danger that are going to start
Good morning,
these
Sabin.
also could be stemmed from internet intervention.
See, yeah,
but
I've kind of felt like that too, Nick. I don't I don't know for sure. I mean, none of us really know, but I think that we're never going to if she doesn't actually speak.
I strongly encourage people to, especially on the internet, watch, observe, don't get involved. And when you get involved and you get burned by these people, then welcome to the light side, or
Child
or welcome to the dark side. Depends on how you look at it. Hey, welcome.
protective investigations.
Kiki knows me. Kiki and I are friends off of here. And Kiki knows that it won't be the last time. I still feel bad for Foodie. I feel bad for Denise. That's partly why I haven't been on. I struggle with that, and I always probably will. As long as I react, I'm going to struggle with that. Um, I I don't know how you get past that. I just naturally feel bad.
The Child Protective Investigation Program investigates on
Now,
Ooh,
neglect
bacon
investigation.
sounds
Your
so
caseworker
good,
will talk.
Hims.
yeah, see, these are the type of things that your caseworker will do. Your CPI caseworker, what would they do during an investigation? They would talk to your child. This interview
Yeah,
can
Moon,
must be
that's true too. Um, so if she worked outside of, getting her benefits, it wouldn't affect her benefits at all because those benefits are owed basically to those children.
be recorded, and it could happen at a reasonable time, place, including at school. This is where Denise is afraid, because if they call CPS and they come up to the school, they're going to first interview that child, and then they're going to come and interview Denise off of
Sorry,
what that
Hannibal.
child says. They're going to attempt to contact her within 24 hours of interviewing the child. They're going to explain their legal responsibilities and their role. They will discuss and report and talk about safety concerns or risk of abuse or neglect for your child, and to find out if you can explain if there are any injuries.
So Gerd and Fiend are saying, Liza, if you sent the PayPal via friends or family, you might not get a refund. Um, I don't know. I've never had to I've accidentally sent to the wrong PayPal and stuff. I don't know. I don't bother trying to get it back. If it was a good sum, then I would, but um $250, yeah, I'd be working on getting that back, Liza. I think I'm going to end him here because I really just wanted to get his reaction to Liza coming into the chat, and I wanted to get the messages that Liza sent so that you all knew where everything stood. Okay. So let me see. I want to check her, make sure she hasn't done anything. Now, I've said it a million times. Anytime one of us reaction channels or clip channels outs one of her lies, um, she goes missing for a good day or two. So I'm not surprised that she has not been on. In fact, somebody asked her it might have been Liza, somebody asked her in her comments to one of her videos to go live last night, and she said no, she was getting the kids to bed and then she was going to bed. Here is her GoFundMe. It still has 0 donations, and she posted this 2 days ago. So here's what it says. Well, as we all know, I live in a hotel room with me and my girls. You live with you? As we all know, I have an eviction under my belt. Her cliches that she doesn't know how to use drives me nuts. An eviction under your belt, and maybe I'm wrong. If you all see it differently, let me know. But to me, you saying you have an eviction under your belt implies that eviction is done and over with. It's been taken care of. That's just how I don't know. That's how I interpret it. That is stopping me from getting an apartment. So I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a shot in the dark, and I'm going to try to raise this money so that I can call the creditor to pay it off, get my receipt, and be able to hopefully soon get me an apartment for me and my girls. So if anybody would like to help out of the kindness of their heart, you can donate to the GoFundMe. And as soon as I reach my goal, I will call the creditors, pay off my eviction. Wait for my receipt and then I will start looking for an apartment. Any help would greatly be appreciated if you know my story. Thank you and have a blessed day. Oh yes, we know this your story and we know the story that you tried to sell us. They're not the same story. It's gross, Waldo. I can't think too much on it because it's gross. The benefits are for the children, but it has to be in the name of the guardian or parent for right. What and honestly, wouldn't the benefits be oh, okay. Um see cuz that's true. They're right. But the way it probably comes is like it probably comes literally like a to Denise, like the payee, is that what it's called, would be Denise, and it would literally say like 4G 4B because my husband's disabled and that's how it is for my daughter. So there, you're right, Moon. Liza needs to join a panel and start from. I totally agree, B. For we can all put the puzzle pieces together. I'll keep an open mind, but until it's all explained, still feel like something's off. Yep. Do you think Denise would go to another state if CPS would show up to the girls' school? I think she would. I think she would too, Snow. She's already talked about going to Florida, going to Alabama. She's talked about missing Tennessee now after all this. Now she talks about missing Tennessee. So yeah, I don't think she's there for good. I don't know that she'll ever be anywhere for good, which is sad because that means that the girls are never going to have a stable life. I'm waiting for Dee Dee to go on live and start crying, trying to make everyone forget about all the lies and racist remarks. Morning, Peggy. Yeah, this is normal though, B. Whenever she's outed for something or we catch her in an outright lie, she disappears for a good day or two. What really pisses me off is how she eats full plates of food while the girls always have to ask and beg for food. Yes. Or eat off of her plate, Taylor. It comes in the adult's name. Right. I never hear Dee Dee ask what the kids want for dinner. It's always what Dee Dee wants. Like, hey, kids, do you want pizza or spaghetti? Nope, it's what Dee Dee wants. Whatever she's craving, that always blows my mind too, is how these beggars, if they're craving a certain meal, their first instinct is to come online and beg for money so that they can get it. Like, how many times has she asked for tacos? Or she'll put it kills me when she says, I am now accepting donations for yada, yada, yada. When weren't you accepting donations? There has never been a time where you didn't accept donations. Mississippi. Yep, Stephanie. Morning, AR. Oh, that's right, AR. Good luck today. She posted her face. Oh, that sub looked so. I don't like a ton of meat. Like it's got to be. I want more bread than I want meat. I don't like those big, thick meat. Ugh. Everyone, please hit that thumbs up. Thank you, AR. This so-called gypsy lifestyle is not conducive to a healthy life. Yep, for the girls, her dumbass can gypsy around the country when they exactly Sabin. That and yet she will sit here and die on that hill that she is the best mom. That she is her words, damn good mom. Yep, she buys all her cravings, yet the kids never get special treats. Pig's feet and lies is what those girls get. Yep. So maybe that was another thing I think it was Per mess or emailed me last night. That was another thing that kind of had me discouraged was the fact that we outed so many lies and people were still giving. Like I felt like we failed. Like what I mostly wanted was to save kind-hearted people from being taken advantage of. And the fact that she was still getting rent paid for her and different things, it was really discouraging to me. What is disgusting is how yes, ugh, it's horrible, girl. I am convinced that's why G has so many. Yeah, ugh, the nails, like, ugh, I can't remember what she was making. I think it was the avocado. Oh, she was making that avocado salad, and she had avocado under every one of her nasty nails, and never got up to wash her hands after making it or before. She licks and sucks on her fingers and then hands Gypsy the food out. Ugh. Okay, Waldo, thanks for joining us this morning. I think that's going to be the end for me too, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me today. If you have not hit that thumbs up button, please hit that thumbs up button. If you are new here or you're watching the replay and you haven't subscribed yet, please get subscribed and ring that bell so that you're notified anytime I put out new content. That's my spiel. I'm really bad at selling myself on here. Okay, guys, it's great to be back. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time. Love y'all. Bye.